Hello! We're here.
We kicked the gremlins out.
We have.
Almost. There's actually still some gremlins, but we are live. Thank you so much for being patient. We're very, very sorry.
We are live by the skin of our teeth.
It's
today.
Adam's fault.
Oh, yeah, right. I don't
We're
think so.
blaming Adam. It's all Adam's fault.
I wouldn't know how to make it go wrong if you paid me.
Welcome to YGTV. My name is Bex. This is Adam. Thank you for being patient and joining us. We're going to have to go even quicker now because we just lost 20 minutes. It's fine. We are going to go through absolutely everything. Today is an absolute stonker of a show.
It is, because we've got loads and loads of different wonderful things. We've got kind of mix and match, and we've got kind of, oodles of different things going on.
We really have, and I've just realised I've left YouTube running on my phone, and now I can hear my own voice. Let me just switch that off. There we go. That's from when I was chatting with you all a few minutes ago. Today we have got buy one, get one half price. We have got double up deals. We have got savings on items, and we've got loads of things in that's going to brighten up your summer garden. So we're very, very excited about what we're bringing you today. There is a club you can join. Everybody who's already been watching as regulars, you already know the lowest price on screen is the one that you get if you join the club, and we get free postage as well.
You do, but you've got to join. We get onto that page now. Yeah, you need to enter the YGTV code. If you enter that YGTV code, you'll get free shipping, and it also means you can take advantage of all the offers as well. Just a quick thing about the free shipping, though, that applies to everything within the potting shed. If you go onto the website and order some things from there, you may incur a bit of shipping, but everything, if you entered the key that you see today, free shipping.
Sorry about the plane noises. We can't help it. We're in the middle of Lincolnshire and the RAF like to fly above us. So sorry if you're hearing all the plane noises, but it's a fun place to be. Let's get straight into the plants, shall we? Because we do have a lot to show you, and I know we're short of time, so we want to get through absolutely everything. We're going to start off with the fabulous Phoenix Canariensis palm. This one is a nice big one for you, and I actually can't quite believe the price that we've got here. £12.74 if you're in the club.
Yeah, and this is a whopping great big plant as well. This is 60 to 80 centimetres tall. I mean, this is the sort of prices that sometimes you see on those kind of market stalls and places like that. I mean, bonkers good price for this. And this is a beautiful palm to get started in your garden this year, because it's going to bring that tropical, holiday, jungly kind of look to your garden. You can grow it in pots and containers. You can grow it in the ground. It needs a nice open, sunny shelter position, and it's hardy down to about -4, -5. In its younger years, it will need a little bit of help during the winter if we get those really severe frosts.
I've never had to protect mine.
Well, you've done good.
Honestly, I mean, they're growing in pots. They are situated next to the house, and that I leave them there all year round. So I guess that probably makes a little bit of difference.
It does.
I mean, where we live makes a difference as well. We have had some minus temperatures. We have gone down to -5 and -6, only for a night or two here. But actually, I have not protected mine, and they're still doing brilliantly. But bear in mind what Adam's saying, obviously, depending on where you live.
And that picture you just saw a moment ago, I have actually seen, I've got pictures in my own phone, loads of Phoenix Canariensis that size in the UK and in different parts of the UK as well. So you can actually grow them to get a proper sized trunk. You've got to be patient, but you can make it happen in the UK.
Big £10
like
saving on that one if you want to go for it. 1 looks amazing, 2 looks fantastic, 3 might be a bit excessive, but that's what I've got in my garden. 680005 is the item number, and you will get free postage if you enter that code. Is that the right code, Matt? YGTV 0526 is this week's code. That code will still work for products, by the way, from last week. You can reuse codes from the previous weeks, but you need YGTV 0526 for this week. Let's move on to a brand new item that we've brought in. I went into the nursery last week with Stu, and Stu or Matt? Oh, I can't remember. Rude. And saw all of these. And this is the beautiful Brushfields yellow one that we've got for you. It's a very elegant yellow colour, isn't it?
Look at this. This is created in Australia originally, this, but these, I mean, we've gone from one extreme to the other because this is really hardy. -10, -15, -20. Camellias do not care. And they are winter flowering shrubs, as you can see them, and we're right into the last few days of January. The plants we're sending out are covered in buds. I would be miraculously surprised if the one you received didn't have any buds on. They're all full of buds. Some are already in flower, loads of buds to come.
This is on the nursery last week.
Well,
this is what we shot last week. It was Stu, apparently. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Matt.
So, I mean, just look at all the buds on all of those. So you're looking at weeks and weeks of flowers to come on these. And it's a shrub, and I know this because I've got one in my own garden, that you can grow in full shade. I've got a white flowering camellia, not that dissimilar to this one, on a north-facing fence. It barely ever gets a ray and sunshine on it any time of the year, and it loves it.
Does it?
Now, I'm quite lucky because I've got acid soil in my garden, so I've got it growing straight in the ground. It's got the super glossy leaves. It's pumped with buds at the moment. It's about to burst into flower, as your Camellia japonica brush fields will. But don't panic if you haven't got acid soil, because you can grow these in lovely big pots or containers using that ericaceous compost. And honestly, why wouldn't you? Because to have this joy, this colour, these beautiful leaves all the year through, and this winter flower, it's definitely got to be worth the effort.
I want everybody to have the most beautiful winter garden. Honestly, I think it does make a difference to the dull days, doesn't it? We can have so much colour in our gardens in summer, but it's more difficult in winter. We make it easy with the plants that we bring you, because we do bring you loads that can give you that gorgeous colour in winter time. I was about to say summer. In winter. £15 saving off this one for you if you enter that code, YGTV0526, £25 and 49 pence. And they are all that size. You saw the footage from the nursery just from last week. We shot that. 511840, the item number. Let's take you over to the favourites table, shall we? We've got a few different offers available for you on this table, so we're excited to show you everything we've got in here. We're going to start off with the Rambling Rose Rector, and you were telling me earlier this can be a monster if you want it to be, can't it?
It can, yeah. I mean, normally we bring you climbing roses and we say, you know, they're nice and compact and they'll be nice for a little rose arch. But if you want something at the other end, you know, have you got a huge, great big wall? Do you want to grow a rose up through a cherry tree, for example, and have those gorgeous sprawling branches covered in these white flowers? This is the rose you want. Rambling Rector is a really, really super vigorous rose. It can get sort of 5, 6, 7 metres tall easily, or grow to that length, and it's covered in early summer with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these smallish size but beautifully fragrant white flowers for quite a few weeks. It will bring in the pollinating insects. It's tough, it's hardy, it's robust, and you can see there that's exactly what it will look like. I've seen these grown in customers' gardens, but you need, this one wants space. You know, don't attempt to grow this over a little archway, you know, going out onto your lawn.
Can you not keep it smaller if you?
Well, the only thing is if you keep chopping it back, you're going to chop off the flowering wood.
Right,
so you kind of, you know, you need to plant this somewhere you can let it go and let it do its thing. Yeah, exactly.
Let it ramble.
So, yeah, so it can ramble, and a bit like me at the moment. So it can ramble away and do what it needs to do.
I love it. Honestly, it's a bare root, so we know how easy it is to plant bare roots. If you do need any guidance on that, just let us know in the chat on Facebook or on YouTube, and we will cover those details for you. But they're very simple. Don't be scared of bare roots. It is the most cost-effective way of filling your garden as well. We've still got a little bit of time left for bare roots, haven't we? Right up until the end of March, early April, you can still get bare roots planted. So take advantage whilst we have them and you're able to plant them. £12.74 is the price on the Rose Rambling Rector. 540330 is the item number on there. George is waiting on his compost delivery. He says Mauricia is telling us we've got beautiful plants on the show and that she's loving that camellia. Let us know if you have any comments on YouTube, or Matt's going to keep an eye on Facebook. Of course, there is the email address ygtv@yougarden.com if you'd like to send us any emails and pictures. We'll do our best to show them live. We are live at the moment, Thursday afternoon, 2 till 4 o'clock. If you want to watch the show back at any time, you can do as well on Facebook, YouTube and on the website. Let's move on. We have got the English bluebells for you. Now, these are the In the Green. In the Green is a short window of opportunity, isn't it?
It is, because basically In the Green means we harvest the bluebells just before or just after they're finished flowering, because certain bulbs that grow in those woodlandy conditions, things like anemones, snowdrops, bluebells, they don't like kind of being sold as bulbs a lot of the time. They do a lot better. They do a lot better being lifted as growing bulbs, because you'll get these home, you'll plant them back into the garden, and they'll continue to grow, and they won't even know they've been moved. And there's a good chance that these will flower for you as well. So, and
Look at that.
these are responsibly sourced native bluebells. These aren't the Spanish ones.
Don't go digging up bluebells.
No,
you're not allowed.
No, totally illegal. And these are cultivated sources, and these aren't going to be like the Spanish bluebells. You're going to get the real deal here. You can get the Hyacinthithoides non-scripta, which is the native British bluebell, and these will spread by seed and by bulb. And if you plant them in that lovely kind of woodlandy sort of damp place where the bulbs get covered during the summertime by foliage, they'll come back year after year and look stunning.
I've got quite a few of these grown in a more sunny spot as well, and they grow gorgeously.
They do.
I mean, they do prefer the slightly shadier borders and things, but they actually grow so nicely. And mine have spread really well as well. And that's a wonderful thing. You can get that carpet of colour, and then they just sort of disappear on their own. You're going to get 25 of those included. Those are the English native bluebells in the green. Honestly, it's just a few weeks we're able to bring you in the green, and they will establish quicker, as Adam said. £12.74. But here is the first one of our buy one, get one half price. Now, we have a mix and match available. So you can mix and match these with any of these other items. It could be the Begonia apricot shades, it could be any of the other items that we've got the buy one, get one half price mix and match on. We've got another couple of in the greens available for you as well, so maybe this is one that you want to do it on. Oh, he's moved on. So we've got aconites and we've got snowdrops. I am right, aren't I? Aconites and snowdrops are available as the in the greens. Details are coming up on the screen for you. Those are the snowdrops, £12.74, but obviously half price if you're adding them in with another item there as well. And then we've also got the aconites. Oh, I love an aconite.
They're lovely. They're flowering right now. In fact, the aconites we're sending out to you have got flower buds on. So you get these home, plant them. They'll flower in about a week's time, which is really nice.
I absolutely adore an aconite. There's something really pretty about those. The anemones are also in that offer. You're going to get 75 bulbs included. I mean, 75 bulbs, those poppy-like flowers. So that's part of the buy one, get one half price mix and match as well. Please have a little look on the website. It's YouGarden.com. If you click on the Live Now, if you're looking on a phone, you might need to go into the menu to the Live Now button. That'll take you down to the page where you can see absolutely everything that's been selected for today's show. So those are all the items that come with the free postage, and you'll be able to see everything that we've got in there. I can't remember how many are on this buy one, get one half price. There's lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 I can see. There's anemones, snowdrops, bluebells, aconites, the flame lily, the Begonia apricot shades. We've got nerines, the tigridia, the Freesias, the Dahlia dinner plates, the ranunculus, the dazzling Dahlia collection, the lily dinner plate collection, and the skyscraper lily collection. All of those are on the buy one, get one half price. So go and fill your boots. Apricot shades is another one that we've got on that buy one, get one half price. First time we brought you the apricot shades begonias this year.
So there'd be a scandal if we went for a year without bringing you apricot shades, because it's probably one of our most popular summer flowering plants we ever bring you. I mean, these, we actually sell thousands and thousands and thousands of these, and the reason being is because if you want to create those displays this summer that are guaranteed to thrive and look wonderful and glorious, despite whatever the weather does, that's what Begonia apricot shades will do. If it's a hot, dry summer, if it's a cool, damp summer, these always give the most amazing, incredible displays. You get these mixture of colours. You get the tangerines, the oranges, the yellows, the reds. They cascade down nicely. They've got the most stunning asymmetrical triangular leaves that have got beautiful kind of notched edges to them. And you know what? They even deadhead themselves. They are the easiest, most rewarding, the most undemanding plants, begonias that you can grow to get colour all the way from probably June right the way through to the first frost. I mean, really, if they're in baskets and pots, literally all you've got to do is water, obviously, if the weather's dry, feed, and that's it, and just watch the magic happen.
Weird looking things. I always think they look like little birds' nests, and I just actually planted some yesterday. I got a load put into seed trays, layer of compost in the bottom, put them with the concave side upwards, a tiny layering of compost over the top, and a little bit of water in a nice bright sunny spot. Keep them frost free, and that growth will start to appear. They can be slow sometimes, but be patient. The growth will come through and you'll get flowers this year. Yeah, you'll start to see these little kind of red buds eventually just break through from the surface of the tuber, and then once they get going,
they really grow away nice and quick. And once the risk of frost has gone, you can plant them outside into your hanging baskets, your pots, your troughs, raised beds, anywhere they can trail and cascade. That's where they'll thrive.
You're actually going to get 30 tubers, so I've got one bag in front of us here, but that will be 3 bags that you get. Of course, you can buy one, get one half price. Maybe you want 60 tubers. I mean, my nan used to have more than 60 in her garden, in all her window boxes. She filled her garden with begonia apricot shades, and it looked so good every single year. These highlight themselves even on a dark grey summer day, and
Definitely.
I think that's one of the reasons people really like them. For some reason, that colour just shines even on a dull day. 630201 is the item number. Buy one, get one half price. It is a mix and match, so maybe it's that you want to go for, and the bluebells, one of those will be half price for you. Let's go on, because it is dahlia season now, so we are about to start planting out our dahlia tubers, and that's exactly what we've got for you here. This is a fun one, because you're getting two varieties, actually. There's 4 tubers. You're getting Boogie Woogie and you're getting Garden Show.
And look at these. I mean, these are so different, so unusual. You've got those incredible centres on these and the beautiful petals on the outside. In fact, they almost look a little bit more like a chrysanthemum flower than they do a dahlia flower. But if you want something different, unusual, that probably nobody else has got in your neighbourhood, and you want plants that are going to flower for you month after month after month, and the great thing about dahlias is they flower from kind of midsummer, sometimes a bit earlier, all the way through, right until autumn, until the frost finally stops them from flowering. If you keep deadheading them, then they'll just keep producing. And all the things we're bringing you today, all the bulbs, the buy one, get one's free, everything, they're all growable in pots and containers. So, you know, you don't have to just think, I need a big garden to plant any of these. Literally, if you've got a concrete yard and you've got loads of pots, all of these can go in pots and they'll give you colour for a long, long time. These dahlias as well, they're bringing the pollinating insects, because they're loved by the bees and the lacewings and the hoverflies. And you can actually cut them for cut flowers. Make sure you cut them just as the flowers pretty much opened, because they don't open from bud. But so versatile, so different, and just such a long flowering period, again, for a very minimum amount of input.
I absolutely love dahlias.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Grown them for a few years now, and I think they are the most fantastic flowers for the garden, bringing those pollinators in, such a range of colours you can get there as well. You're going to get 4 of those tubers. They are perennial. Just give them winter protection. You can get them to come back bigger and better the next year. Hello to everybody in the chat. George, hello Kevin, who's come in from the garden hoping to get some ideas. Kyle's sarcococca is flowering.
Yay!
And the fragrance is amazing. Woohoo! Yes, we're so excited for you. We've been waiting for those to come out constantly. Hello to everybody else. We've got Jules, we've got SHM, Gillian, Dingo's in. Hello to you. I'm sorry if I've missed your name. Anne, Verna, Jules, Nathan. Hello to everybody in the chat.
Hi to
We've
the RAF.
also got, by the way, when it comes to dahlias, we've got the dinner plates mix for you. Regulars will know this one. These are the ones that can get up to 8 inches in diameter.
Yeah, I mean, literally dinner plate size. Great big, bold displays of stunning, gorgeous flowers, you know, real mix of colours. I know from last year how popular these are. We send out really good, high-quality tubers. You can start those off in the warm, get those growing. Well, you did the other year, Bex, didn't you? You grew hundreds of these, didn't you?
I grew
or dozens,
loads.
I should say,
I mean,
pots.
well, I had the hybridisers mix, in actual fact, not the dinner plates mix, though I have got the dinner plates mix this year.
Good.
I haven't got room for any of them, but hey, I'll find some room. But I think dahlias are just stunning, long flowering. They bring pollinators in, and it's the range of colours that you get, and that dinner plates mix is like a rainbow.
Look at that. I mean, almost every colour you could wish for, they really, you know, apart from blue, but I mean, goodness me. And again, the pollinating insects will come in. You can have great big bouquets of these as cut flowers. And dahlias are like a lot of plants. The more you pick, the more you deadhead, the more flowers will keep coming. If you can liquid feed them as well, that's really good. You know, use our blooming fast. That will keep them going for a long, long time.
Deadheading is the pointy ones, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Because it's difficult to tell the difference between a bud opening and one that's faded.
Yeah.
So the ones you cut are the ones that look more pointy.
More pointy, yeah. Kind of, I say they look like an end of an acorn, the kind of that kind of shape. But the ones that are rounded, they're the buds just opening out, not the ones just gone over.
Adam taught me that a couple of years ago, and I'm so glad he did.
They are very similar, so it'd be quite easy to pick off a bud rather than a spent flower.
Right, so that one is the Dahlia dinner plates mix, part of the buy one get one half price mix. We've got loads of items in there, so fill your boots, go on, get your baskets filled up. Right, we have got for you, again, regulars, I'm so excited about all this colour that's in the potting shed today. You're going to know the Skyscraper Lily collection, but actually we've got a new mix of colours going on in here. Now, this is the pack where you're going to get 4 different varieties, 3 of each, so 12 bulbs in total. Skies, I mean, this Candy Club is amazing. Stargazer is always a really popular one, and this is so similar, isn't it?
Yeah, is it Moonlight, this one as well, I think, this one?
Yeah, Moonlight.
So, yeah, I mean, I grew these for the first time last year, the Skyscraper Lilies. And they are just incredible. Even last year, Bex, the first year I planted them, they got to about hip height, just in year 1. So this year, they're probably going to be chest height. And great big thick stems, but really big flowers. And honestly, I'm not exaggerating, from probably when the first buds showed colour to when the last petal dropped off the last flower, it was probably about 6 weeks of colour from these. And the fragrance. I mean, I used to walk down to the lower, kind of what we call the lower garden, sound like Monty Don now, don't I? But kind of our little lower garden area. And just as you step down into it on those warm days, the fragrance from these was incredible. Very, very easy to grow. It's just a simple little thing to say about these. They like it, so their bulbs are in nice, cool, damp, organic, rich soil, and they love their flowers to be up in the sun. So they're superb for planting at the back or middle of borders in between other plants that will kind of shade their roots. And then they'll send up these thumping great big shoots and give you these magnificent, fragrant flowers for ages.
Marissa, no, we don't have the magnolia or the rainbow planter on today's show, but probably in later shows. So just keep I know you're here with us every week, so thank you for being with us. We will be bringing those in, but we don't have them on the show plan for this week. That one is the Skyscraper Lily collection. It is in the buy one get one half price mix and match deal. So if you want to, make the most of the money you've got to spend, add another item into the basket. Maybe it's 2 packs of these. Get 24 of these. That would look amazing. Right, so that's 650159, the item number for that one. We've also got the dinner plates collection of lilies as well. So these are also big lily flowers, aren't they? So
again, I guess you could put these in with the Skyscraper Lilies, and 1 pack of them will come out half price for you if you wanted to with these. So if you want to keep that lily kind of fashion going in your garden, these ones are slightly shorter also than the Skyscraper ones, so you could plant these underneath and just get that double staggered height. And imagine you've got lilies almost like 6 foot tall, and then you've got lilies about a third or half the height of that underneath. That could look amazing, couldn't it?
A wall of lilies.
A wall of lilies.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
And the neighbours would love you, because the fragrance on one of those warm evenings is just going to waft, isn't it? Kind of over the fences into other people's gardens. And of course, the good thing about the buy one, get one free half price offers as well is, you can order extra packs. Why not have some for cut flowers, which is good. If you've got an allotment, kitchen garden, put some in there, have those for cut flowers to bring in the house, and enjoy the others in your beds and borders or your pots and containers.
I love growing lilies. They're some of my faves. So you know how much I love fragrant flowers, and that's exactly fragrant flowers.
Easy for you to say.
Matt just burst out laughing in my ear. I love fragrant flowers, and lilies definitely fall into that category. Okay, 650154 is for the dinner plate mix there. It's 15 bulbs included. Let's give you a quick reminder of what we've seen, and we're going to go and show you some more. We're here till 4 o'clock, by the way, everybody. Starting off with that Phoenix Canariensis with the £10 saving, a wonderful palm for your garden to give you a beautiful holiday feel, evergreen, easy to grow, may need a little bit of winter protection depending on where you live, and can get absolutely huge. 680005 is the item number, and it's only £12.74. It's a really big one we've got here. It's going to come to you between 60 to 80 centimetres tall, so it's really nicely established. They're actually quite slow growing, so to get one that size for £12.74, no postage, is awesome, honestly. Camellia, this is the Brushfields yellow, a real elegant colour of yellow here. It's not a brash in your face yellow, it's a very elegant creamy tone that you get from this one. They're all in bud and flower right now. Big fat buds you get from camellias. They do need ericaceous soil, so please make sure you've either got acid soil in your garden or that you are growing these in a big container. I do love that plant. Look at me, how much I love it. 511840 is the item number if you'd like to go for it. It has got a £15 saving, so £25.49 if you're a club member. That will be your delivered price. Ooh, look at this one. Rambling Rector, the rose that will get absolutely huge. So don't try and just put this over a little archway. It's going to get bigger than that. I think if you've got a nice, you know, pergola where you sit and you eat and you've got a full-seated table underneath, this will absolutely cover that and flower for you all the way through the summer. Pollinators are going to adore it. Look at those gorgeous, elegant flowers you've got there. Winter hardy, easy to grow and repeat flowering throughout the summertime. For the size that is going to grow into, £12.74 is a great investment, isn't it? 540330 is the item number. If you would like to place an order with us today, you can go to YouGarden.com and you can place an order on the phone lines. All the details are on the screen. Right, everything that we're going to talk to you about now is in the double ups. So, no, sorry, buy one, get one half price. Apologies. So, mix and match here. You don't have to buy two of the same. You can mix and match quite happily. We've got the snowdrops. These are the double flowered ones in the green. Short window of opportunity to get hold of in the green. And in the green do tend to accept their new home much quicker than a bulb might, basically. There's a chance even that these would flower for you this year. This is the fantastic thing. Snowdrops are just elegant and dainty and beautiful and brave because they flower. They're one of the earliest flowers that you can get in the year. 630010, you will get 25 of those. You might want to pair these up with bluebells because I think snowdrops and bluebells are fantastic. Obviously, they flower at a slightly different time. Yeah, snowdrops are much earlier. Bluebells are just popping up out of the ground now, aren't they? Flowering soon, though. 630011 is the item number if you want to go for your bluebells in the green, 25 of those included. And then we've also got the aconites. Yes, the aconites coming up for you. These wonderful low-growing yellow flowers here. 25 of those bulbs included, again in the green. Remember that they will establish better, quicker than bulbs will, which is why we do in the green for you. Oh, you can get those to flower with snowdrops at the same time. Adam's chiming in there. So yes, you could have the yellow and the white flowering together. At £12.74 for that one. But remember, if you are putting it into the buy one, get one half price, one of the items will be half price for you. 630012, the item number. Excited that we've got the begonias in. I think this is slightly earlier than we normally bring them, but I'm excited about that. I actually planted my begonias yesterday, and I did have a pack of the begonia apricot shades. So I have put them into little seed trays. I've got them started. I'm keeping them frost-free because I'm looking forward to having that in my garden this year. Pots, containers, hanging baskets, window boxes, flowering constantly all the way through the summer. Doesn't need deadheading. Lovely contrast between the flowers and the foliage, and of course they are perennial. You can get them to come back next year with a bit of winter protection. What a stunning display they can give. 630201 is the item number for your begonias. We've got the dazzling Dahlia collection, 4 tubers included in there, and these are upright, gorgeous flowers reaching about 80-90 centimetres in height. Dahlias do need a little bit of staking, but that's not a reason to not have them, is it? They are stunning flowers. They'll be blooming for you from about June all the way through July, August, September, even into October and sometimes November, depending on where you live as well. If it's mild, they can keep going. Keep them frost-free and you will have bigger and better tubers next year, the year after, the year after. Great as cut flowers as well. You're going to get 2 of each of the varieties. There's Boogie Woogie and there's Garden Show included. Only £8. Only £8.49 for the dahlias. Are you kidding me? £8.49 for 5 Dahlia dinner plates mixed tubers. What's going on, everybody? You get 5 of them as well. A lovely mix of colours, and called dinner plates because they get massive, okay? They can be, you know, a really huge size here. Petalicious flowers. Pollinators love them. Easy to grow and long flowering as well. 630319, the item number there. We've also got some more dinner plates for you, but these are the lilies. Now, these aren't as big as the skyscraper ones, or should I say they're not as tall, but the flowers can get really big on these. They are very very bold, they're very impressive, and they have the most fabulous fragrance. I adore the lily fragrance, honestly. I've got so many pots of lilies. They just look so good every single year. In here, you'll get 15 of the bulbs for £16.97. You might want to pair these up with the skyscrapers, as Adam was saying. Put the dinner plates in front and then the skyscrapers at the back, and you will have a wall of colour and fragrance. These are all on the buy one, get one half price deal. So 650159 for your skyscraper collection. In there, you'll get 12 bulbs, 3 of each. You've got Moonlight, Candy Club, Shine On and Palazzo. So they are a really good colour mix to work together. £16.97 for those ones. Okay. So we've still got lots to show you. Hello, everybody. No, James, we were late to the party as well. Don't you panic. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Snowdrops, yeah, love snowdrops. A sign that spring will soon be here. Absolutely. Elaine.
Hi, Elaine.
Hi. Haven't seen you for such a long time. Thanks for coming in. Lovely to see you. Okay, we're going to move on to the flowering mimosa bush. Again, this is another one that just got delivered last week. Let me have a sniff.
You can smell it now, can't you?
Oh.
That's warmed up a bit.
Such a good smell. Honestly, I love mimosa. I think it's you, Mauricia, that normally sends us pictures of your mimosa, that great big one that you've got. I do think mimosa is a really beautiful plant.
I also think, actually, I'm going to pick up again because it looked nice in front of my jumper. You can see it better. There you go. You can see the colour really nice. Yeah, it's also a bit of a bonkers plant, this one, because it flowers now. Yeah. I mean, you drive around this time of year and you'll see one of these in a garden, and they can get big. They can grow into small-sized trees. Like this, totally smothered in hundreds and hundreds of these little mimosa yellow flowers. And the foliage is gorgeous as well. It's got this very delicate, ferny-like foliage. Just full sun, well-drained soil. You can definitely grow it in a big pot or a container because they react very well to being pruned back. They're reasonably hardy in that kind of shelter position. But I remember years ago working in a garden in Buckhurst Hill. It was about January time, early February, and something caught my eye a few gardens up. And honestly, Bex, there was a mimosa tree there. It must have been 4 or 5 metres tall. Yeah. And it was just full of yellow flower. And I didn't really understand that plant at the time. And I just thought, this doesn't make sense. But honestly, if you want bright yellow, fragrant coloured flowers in the spring with this beautiful foliage, or winter I should say, go for one of these.
Kyle's asking if it can be grown in his unheated conservatory. These do actually make really good conservatory plants, don't they?
They do, yeah. You can actually grow these in a conservatory if you want to, because they're quite happy to have lots of sun on them, and they don't mind getting quite dry as well. Yeah,
so absolutely, conservatory plant would be fantastic. And if you are living in some of the colder areas of the country, it means that it's, you know, protected from those kinds of colder temperatures. 510634 is the item number if you would like to go for that one. It's got the £10 saving there, so it's £16.99. Rooty beauty, as you can say.
It is. Look at that.
Raring to grow. If you are living in those colder areas, just keep it in, you know, in a cool place for a little while, and then it can go outside and keep it in a pot, and then you can move it very easily. Though Mauricia has sent us pictures in the past of hers growing gorgeously, massively outside, so it absolutely is possible to do. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to go to Kojo no Mai for you. This is the absolutely stunning cherry blossom plant, the bush that we're talking about. Now, it's not in flower yet, but it will be, and this is what it's going to look like.
And I'm just thinking as well, if you got yourself the mimosa, probably by the time the mimosa's finally finished flowering, you could be looking at the Kojo Mai coming into bloom. So if you've got if you've got a small space and you want some winter colour, then move into fantastic spring colour, you could put both of these in pots or containers and just enjoy probably 2 to 3, even 4 months of colour on these. And this cherry, the Kojo no Mai, we don't even need to talk about hardiness on that one because it's not an issue. -15, -20 degrees, no problem at all. But don't panic when we said the word cherry, because I know for a lot of people, when I say to customers, oh, you know, would you like a cherry tree? They say, oh, no, no, thanks. They have those huge, great big surface roots, don't they? Lift up all the paving and the, you know, slabs and everything. This doesn't. It only gets to a couple of metres tall, about 1 metre wide.
And it's going to take 10 years to do that.
Oh, easily. And it has these lovely zigzaggy branches that look beautiful during the winter, but the ones we're sending out to you, you see all these little kind of knobbly bits here? They are buds. They are flower buds. This will just be covered in blossom for weeks. come the springtime. This year, you'll get see like that little sort of picture Matt's given you there. He's focused in on all those little buds will pretty much all be flower buds.
And I really like that the flowers open just before the foliage comes out.
Definitely. So you get to enjoy the flowers without them being kind of covered up or obscured by the foliage. And we know from last year, ones we kept in our sample area, they kept flowering for a long time. They're not like those sort of bigger cherry trees that sometimes are over in a couple of weeks. It was fair to say, Bex, that some of these kept flowering up to about 4 weeks or so, didn't they?
Yeah, I reckon so. Look, cherry blossom season is short-lived. I mean, we won't dance around the subject. It's short-lived. But actually, you do get slightly longer out of this. And I also do truly believe that this is what makes cherry blossom season so special.
Definitely.
The fact that it's slightly shorter-lived. Same with magnolias, same with wisterias. There's certain plants, isn't there, that we love them so much. And it's because they're, you know, slightly shorter than others.
Yeah, so we look forward to them. And their time is short, but it's spectacular. And that's what it will be with this. So you can see that's a beautiful, beautiful picture there. So you can see these delicate flowers that look delicate, but they're tough. And then they produce little tiny cherries that are ornamental. They're not edible. Lovely, lovely lime green foliage that comes through after the flowers. And it's not even over them, because if you want incredible autumn coloured foliage, go for these. Because in the autumn, you've got yellows, you've got oranges, you've got reds. Looking absolutely amazing. So to summarise, you've got beautiful structure of the stems in wintertime, you've got those fantastic blossoms in spring, you've got the little ornamental cherries, you've got the beautiful lime green leaves in the summer, and then it all goes off in the autumn with those incredible autumn colours.
Oh my word, those autumn colours are incredible as well. They are so good. Right, 510014, the item number for the Cogenomai is on a double up deal, everybody, so you could get 2 of these. And please don't think that 2 is too many. I've got 3 Cogenomai. In fact, I've got 4 Cogenomais in my garden because I adore them, and I think cherry blossom season is just one of the best. I've got them as the standards and I've got them as the shrubs. I think they are stunning. £12.74. Bearing in mind that's a slow growing plant, that is well worth it. And the hardiness, the long-lived nature of it. I mean, please, grab yourself a Cogenomai. In fact, grab yourself 2. 510014 is the item number. Right, we're going to bring you over. We've got a bunch of bulbs. I think everything is bulbs thereabouts on this table. We've got some real firm favourites here. A couple that I've grown as well. Can't wait to bring you the flame lily. For all of you that have been growing that in the past. Sorry, Adam. And then...
To rub it in.
Failed with yours, didn't you?
I did.
Failed.
Yeah, I did. I failed. Yeah, I couldn't get mine to grow. But
this year, you're going to try again.
I will. Yeah,
right, we'll
I won't be defeated.
Right, we're going to move on to the anemones for you now.
Yeah, these are great. And then these again, we used the word bonkers earlier on. These are a bit sort of weird as well, because these are a type of anemone that kind of generally flowers late spring into early summer, but they sporadically flower throughout other times of the year. I've actually seen these theropod flowers in November, December, all different times of the year. They've got lovely ferny-like foliage, and they make incredible, brilliant cut flowers. So you can cut bunches and bunches of these. You can plant them on rockeries, you can plant them in beds and borders, pots, containers, troughs. They're very, very hardy. They'll spread, they'll divide, they'll multiply, they'll come back year after year. And they've got incredible colours on here, and Matt's just told me everything on this table is mix and match, so you can go really kind of berserk on this.
Yes.
And you know, get as many things as you want, and change, you know, and change and mix.
When are these flowering?
They flower kind of late spring into early summer.
Okay.
Springtime into summer.
Yeah.
But I've seen anemone decane or can flower really odd time. I've even seen them sometimes throw a flower up in December or January.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not normal, but they do it sometimes.
It hasn't been normal. Gardening's not normal.
No, look
anymore,
at me.
Is it?
But I mean, yeah, so once you've got these, you'll have them for years, and they'll just come back year after year after year, and they flower very easily, very freely. Full sun, part shade, open ground, pots and containers. Plant them, love them, leave them. They're one of the easiest bulbs you can grow.
Good afternoon, Alistair, who's dropped into the chat to see us. Elaine's asking, do we have Salvia Peach Melba? I don't remember seeing it.
That doesn't ring a bell with me at the moment.
It doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't mean we don't have it at all, Elaine. It's not ringing a bell at all. But we're bringing in new items constantly. So if we haven't got it yet, we might have it at some point soon. We're going to go on to the next set of bulbs for you. And this is the bulb that actually started Adam's gardening obsession 600 years ago when he was a child.
You're right, yeah. Back in the kind of 1500s, Henry VIII bought me a pack of these, and I planted them in a wooden box. They grew, they flowered, and that got me hooked on gardening.
But it did, didn't it, when you were
no,
kids?
seriously, yeah.
When you were like 5 or 6 or something,
exactly.
wasn't
It was the first thing I ever grew in my whole life was a pack of freesia bulbs. They were single freesias. I think you're getting a mix of single and double in this mix as well. They're super, super fragrant. And they make really amazing cut flowers, easy to grow. Full sun is what they like. They are incredibly good for growing in those pots, troughs, window boxes, raised beds. But if you've got a super well-drained sunny spot up against the house, west or south facing, you can grow them in the ground as well. And they do come back year after year in the right position.
They do. Do they need a bit of protection?
No, I've never bothered protecting them. I've found
they still come back?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a really cold garden, you could put like a layer of strolch or something over the top during the winter, or some layers of leaves or something like that. But I've generally found if you grow them in that really warm, sunny shelter position, they'll keep coming back pretty much year after year.
There you go.
As long as they don't sit wet in the winter, because they'll rot off.
They don't like that.
No.
Yeah, my clay soil's a problem.
Yeah,
but
they wouldn't
pots
do well
would be
there.
absolutely fine, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. No
okay,
worries in pots.
so you are getting 100 included in there. You're getting 50 single and 50 of the double flower as well, and fragrance. Oh, yes. Build a basket, please. It is mix and match, buy one, get one half price. So please do think about adding multiples of these in, because this is where you're going to save loads of money. And of course, by being a club member, you save 15% on everything that you buy, whether that's in the lives or on the website. But you're only going to get free postage if you shop via our live shows. Thursday. It's Thursday today, everybody. Thursday afternoon from 2 until 4 is when we are live, but you can watch these shows back at any time. It's always available on Catch Up on YouTube, Facebook, and on our website as well, YouGarden.com. Let's move on to the next one for you, which are the Aztec lilies. These are the Tigridias, which, Adam, you were telling me both you and Sean grew last year.
Yeah, I've grown Tigridias. They are quite an incredible plant, actually. Really, really amazing colours. You've got pinks, you've got whites, you've got yellows. You've got these creamy colours. They originate from South Africa, and they have these flowers that open up at the beginning of the day and close at the end of the day.
Wow.
And you get multiple flowers on each stem. So each flower might only last a day or so, but they keep producing flowers day after day for a good couple of weeks or so.
In the summer?
In the summer. And I grew mine in pots and containers. I think Sean did the same thing, and that's where they really thrive. So a bit like the freesias, if you can find that really lovely, warm, sunny, well-drained spot in the ground, as I say, containers, pots, hanging baskets, window boxes, that's where you'll get the best results. And these are unusual, they're different, they've got really incredibly bright colours. Yeah, I'd recommend these to anybody. I think they're absolutely gorgeous.
Fabulous. I think I've got those the wrong way around. Yes, I have. Hang on. Pictures are right, but the bags are wrong. I just picked the bag up and I was like, that looks like a narine, and it was. Right, those are the bags of bulbs that you will be getting there, so 25 of those included. Is it the usual rules, 3 times the depth of the height of the bulb?
Yeah, I would go with those, and these get quite tall. I mean, mine got to about 50 to 60 centimetres tall, and don't panic if they keep getting taller and taller, because you might think, actually, they're not going to flower, they're just going to produce leaves. But eventually, you see little kind of branch structures come out, and then the flower heads develop on top of them.
Lovely.
So be patient, and it'll happen for you.
Okay, 630-222, the item number. It's mix and match. Buy one, get one half price. But you don't have to buy 2 of the same. You can mix and match all of these. £8.49, 25 bulbs. Brilliant. Just ordered myself some of these.
Good.
I am going to grow nerines for the first time. I can't believe it's the first time. I'm a big fan of...
Autumn colour?
No.
No?
What do they look like? Agapanthus.
Oh,
agapanthus. I'm a
agapanthus.
big fan of agapanthus, and I think if you love agapanthus, these have got a similar look to them,
I think
don't
they
you
may
think?
even be in the same family.
Oh, do you reckon? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think they might be in the same family. So, yeah, they're probably distantly related. I grew one of these for the first time last year. The only reason I grew one is because I found a bulb on the floor here at YouGarden. Just found this random bulb on the floor, and I took it home and planted it. And no, it wasn't in a bag. It was literally just a bulb on the floor.
Right.
I thought, what's that? I'll take it home, I'll grow it. And I did. And it flowered the first year. And it was a lovely pale pink nerine flower. So
nice.
now, like you, I've got loads more.
Yes.
So my husband John bought me loads more, so I planted loads more in the same area. And these are great because they are very late summer flowering bulbs. They give you colour from like August all the way through into October, even early November.
These are big chunky bulbs.
They look like
There's one there,
daffodil
look.
bulbs almost. They've got a similar look to them.
They look a bit like a tuberose bulb.
Yes, they do.
Would we be planting these a little bit shallower,
You do,
like I
yeah.
would with a tuberose?
Exactly. So you want the neck of the
it
bulb
pointing out like
yeah,
that?
poking out the soil, and these love a really sunny, well-drained position. Where I live in Norfolk, you see them growing all over the place because they absolutely adore the sandy soil. But they will grow pretty much anywhere, as long as you've got good drainage and some sunshine. And eventually the bulbs form a little colony and the bulbs sit above ground. They look a bit weird because
Oh,
like,
right.
you think, well, shouldn't they be in the ground? No, they actually like to sit above the ground because in the summertime the sun ripens the bulbs, the flowers form inside, and then for weeks in the autumn you're going to get these beautiful mix of colours, and they'll die down during the winter, come back early in the year, and they'll put their leaves out first, and then year on year they'll get bigger and bolder. But honestly, they are so spectacular. Right at the end of the season, when other bulbs have pretty much gone over, these will kind of fill that gap in autumn and give you joy.
So sunny spot, but they, does it depend on where you live, whether they need protection or not?
No,
Are they fine?
Yeah, pretty much any part of the UK I've seen these grow.
Fabulous.
Yeah, as long as they've got the drainage and that sunny spot, that they survive pretty much anywhere.
Lovely colour mix as well. There's whites, there's pale pinks, and there's darker pinks included in there, so that's going to work really nicely together. 630211, the item number. Go on, get them in your basket. I have, honestly, just this morning, ordered my lot of Nerines. I am going to grow those this year. Finally, on this table, let's talk about flame lilies, shall
I'm off.
we?
I'll see you later.
Adam, come and talk to us about flame lilies.
I did try. I think I overwatered mine when I started.
Do you know what? It
that's
happens.
what I did.
I have failed with the blue poppy, the Himalayan blue poppy. I failed. It hasn't worked. I'm going to try again. You can't give up, can you? Sometimes there are just things you have to try again.
Yeah, I mean, I put them in my greenhouse. I think I kind of left the pot in a saucer of water, and the little kind of, but they're like kind of cigar-shaped kind of bulbs, or corms really, if you like, or tubers. We'll get there in the end. They kind of rotted off in the compost because they stayed too wet. So if you get that kind of really good, well-drained compost, you plant them horizontally like that as well. Yeah.
It took a few weeks. I mean, what was it? It was 2 years ago I planted them now. It did take a few weeks. So much so they need protection from frost. That's the first thing.
Yeah, they're not a hardy
They're not
plant.
a hardy one. They're a climbing plant. I've got them planted in my tower pot, and it's sitting in the conservatory quite happily, just sitting there. And it grew back last year, got some gorgeous flowers again. But I started them off in just a container on the windowsill, horizontal, little bit of water. But it took a while, so much so that I did that thing that you're not supposed to do, which is to dig them up and have a little look inside.
Oh, you tickle me. We've all done that, haven't we? You do.
You're not supposed to do it, but we all do it.
Are you still there? Are you still there? Like, have you just disappeared?
I dug it up and had a look, and I saw that there were some shoots coming off it. So I was like, "Oh, quick, put you back in."
And then you slapped yourself for doing it. So I shouldn't have done that. I should have left it.
It was fine. All three of them grew.
Good.
So yeah, they are absolutely stunning. They are a climbing plant. They will need some support. So they'll need something to climb up, and the tower pot would be the perfect thing. All three I put into one tower pot. They don't grow in a dense formation.
No, they're quite a loose, and they have little tendrils, don't they? They tend to grip with.
They're amazing how they open up. So they have this gorgeous shape to them, but then the petals reflex and actually point downwards.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating plant and a gorgeous flower, honestly. Very...
just tropical,
yeah,
exotic,
tropical, that's the word.
kind of oriental looking, aren't they? And
Absolutely.
And the thing is, at the end of the summer, the plants die down, and all you need to do is what Beck said: just you can leave them in the compost, providing you keep it somewhere dry and frost-free. In the spring, bring them back out when it's warm, give them a drink, give them a little bit of a feed, and they'll grow back and they'll flower for you year after year.
That's exactly what I did with mine last year, and that's exactly what I've done with them this year. In fact, it's still got all the dead, faded foliage all over it. I haven't even trimmed it back, but I will do once we get to spring and it gets a bit warmer. I'll give them a water and they'll start growing again.
Just treat them like a Dahlia tuber,
Yeah.
same as what you do with a Dahlia tuber, do with those.
All right, you're going to get 3 of them, highly recommended by me. Adam's going to go again this year, and I'm sure we're going to get some amazing results.
I'm going to order some tomorrow.
630075 is the item number. If you, do you know what? I'm not trying to rub it in at all. It's just Adam's such a good gardener. It's nice to have beaten him at something. It's one little win. That's all it is. 630075 is the item number, and they are on the mix and match. So buy one get one half price. Fill your baskets. We've got about 15 different items on that buy one get one half price. Here's Matt's basket. Let's see if he's done a good choice. He's got the Begonia apricot shades. Nice. He's got the Tigridias in there, the Aztec lilies, and he's got the Dahlia dinner plates in there. there. Ooh, the dinner plates are the most popular item on the show. Currently showing at £46.94, £6.99 delivery, saving £31 at the moment. Let's put that code in and see what happens though, shall we? Ooh, look at that. We got rid of the delivery costs. The saving has gone up. The Tigridias have dropped down to £5. Now, I'm sure if Matt added one other item into that basket, not that it would bring the price down even more, but, you know, I think he's got 3 items in there that are on a buy one, get one half price, haven't you? Aren't the dinner plates a buy one, get one half price? I wouldn't waste another item on a half price. I'd be putting another item in there to get that item at half price. I think I'd go in the green, Matt. Yeah, let's get some bluebells. Let's get some bluebells in there. Let's see what happens. Something else has got to be... Yeah, look, you see. So you've got 2 items in there now at half price. The dahlias, that's 5 dahlia tubers, £1 a piece, basically. That is well worth doing. I know your basket price has gone up, but you're getting so many more plants included. That's well worth it. And of course, if you join the club, Matt, today, you're a club member already, aren't you? He is a club member, he just hasn't logged in. £8.25 would be saved off that particular order by joining the club. 15% discount off of everything that you buy from YouGarden as a whole by joining the club. But it's only by ordering from items within our shows, whether that's live or on catch-up, and using the code YGTV0526 is this week's code, that you will get that free postage. Snowdrops, yes, we've got those beautiful snowdrops in the green. So there is only a few weeks that we bring you in the green, because they lifted when they've just about to flower or just after they've flowered, so they've got the green shoots on them, which means you've only got a few weeks to get them. 630010, you're going to get 25 of those. Buy one, get one half price, but mix and match. You don't have to get 2 lots of snowdrops. You could get snowdrops and bluebells, for example. 25 of these in the green as well. Your snowdrops will be flowering for you. I mean, they're all flowering now, aren't they? January time. In fact, that lovely bungalow I passed on the way here, you won't see it. It's amazing, Adam. These guys have got it nailed. Oh my word. Their garden every single year, their snowdrops are coming up, and then all the fuchsias come up, and they have dahlias, and oh, it's amazing. I want to go there once a week, every week, and take pictures. It'd be amazing. 630011 for the bluebells. There you go. Next up, we've got the aconites, which are also in the green. These would be flowering at a similar time to your snowdrops. Lovely, low-growing, buttercup-like flowers that you've got here with those wonderful yellow tones. 630012 is buy one, get one half price. So please add 2 lots into your basket, or 4 or 6. Do odd numbers so that you get the most out of your basket. Dahlia dinner plates. Always one of the most popular things that we bring you, and it is the most popular on the show today. 5 tubers included in there. It's only £8.49 as a club member. £8.49, less than £2 per tuber. But as you saw from Matt's basket, it popped up as one of the half-price ones when he added more into his basket. So it's only £5 per tuber, and less if you're a club member. They are dinner plates because they are the big ones. They get massive. 630319 is the item number. And we have the dazzling Dahlia collection here, where you'll get 4 of the Dahlia tubers, 2 varieties. You've got Boogie Woogie and Garden Show included in there. £8.49, and you know how much we love dahlias. They're long flowering, they're easy, they bring pollinators into the garden, they are perennial. They come back for you year after year. They get nice and tall as well, anywhere between sort of 60 and 90 centimetres is the kind of height they can reach. Often one of the last things flowering in your garden as well, because if you get a mild autumn, these can keep going right the way through to October. 630396 is the item number for that one. It is the buy one, get one half price as well. Do remember, we're still on the buy one, get one half price. Here are the Freesias collection. So 50 single flowers, 50 double flowers. So I actually like that you're getting both included in there, because it does, you know, it looks nice when they're sort of mixed in with each other. Wonderful fragrance, gorgeous colour mix, and you can grow your own and cut them and bring them indoors. You bought Freesias before, haven't you? You get those little posies in the supermarket, and you get about 5 stems where you can grow your own and bring bring that lovely fragrance into your house. £12.73 is the price, and of course it would be half that potentially if you add it in with something else. Next up are the Trigridias. These are those wonderful lilies, the Aztec lilies that open up in the daytime, fade in the evening, but they constantly give you, you know, multiple flower stems. So you get a lot of beauty from these, flowering in summertime. Did you say these were hardy, Adam?
No.
No, not hardy.
In a really well-drained, sunny position, you probably could get them through from year to year. But if you grow them in pots or containers, I'd just put them somewhere where they're not going to freeze solid in the winter.
Got you. Thank you. Did they all hear that, Matt? Did you put his mic up? Good, good. Thank you very much. 630-222 is the item number if you want to go for the Tigridias. 25 bulbs included in there, £8.49. Nerines, come on, you have to get nerines. I'm so excited to grow these. I've talked about them for years now on YouGarden and never grown them, so this is the year I'm doing it. 10 bulbs in there, wonderful late flowering ones, one of the last flowering in your garden. These go like late summer, autumn time that you'll get these in that lovely mix of colours. Bright sunny spot in the garden, pots, containers, in the ground, not a problem. 630-211 is the item number. Nice tall stems you get on those as well. Next up we've got the flame lilies. Yes, exotic, tropical, gorgeous. Hey, Dingo! That's in Dingo's in his bar there. Fantastic. He had great success with these. As you said, look, this is what I mean about how they don't grow in a dense way. You know, they have this wonderful sort of open, rambling kind of structure to them. So they just need something to climb up. That's the most important thing. If you want to have these outside in the summer, great. Grow them in the tower pot. It's the perfect way, and then you can move the pot in winter. Mine just lives in my conservatory, to be honest with you. I don't think I even took it outside last year. I think it stayed in the conservatory. But yes, it can go outside in summer, but then give it winter protection. 3 tubers would sit happily in one tower pot, or certainly mine have. 630075. They have the most amazing structure to them. I think they're fantastic. Right, that's it for the review. I'm going to come back over so that we can talk about the next lot of plants for you. We've still got about 45 minutes left, and we've still got plenty of plants to talk to you about. Adam has changed the table over, so we've got some more plants to show you in a second. We're starting off in the middle, though, with, oh, yes, the Callistemon. We've got the red rocket for you. This was new into the potting shed last year after the head gardener and a bunch of the, you know, the buying team and everything. They went over to Sicily, didn't they?
Did,
Brought
and
a
they
load
found
of
this
gorgeous plants back.
And this one, I mean, all Callistemon flower, but this one in particular, it's the foliage, the new foliage that comes through in the spring that really makes this a standout plant. You've got these fiery kind of red shoots, hence red rocket, that look beautiful for week after week. If you know the Photinia, the red robin, the kind of very similar kind of red new foliage to that. They're evergreen as well, so they look good all the year through. And if you pick a leaf off, or if you ever prune this or shape it, oh, that's nice. Have a look. It's got nice. It's a...
It's gorgeous. Do you know what? It's got it almost smells a bit like a bay leaf.
Yes.
And it's got that really lovely kind of citrusy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really beautiful.
It's got a bit of bay to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. All those kind of notes are in there, aren't they? You can pick it up from the foliage on there. It's great for a fall-on sun position. It's very, very drought tolerant. It will grow on really sandy, gravelly, stony, yucky kind of soils. Where it originates from, it's an Australian plant that grows in those kind of conditions. If you're in a very cold area, grow it in a pot or a container, and then just give it some protection during the winter from the most harshest of frosts. You know, if it goes down to kind of -4s, -5s, it might need a little bit of protection. But if you've got sort of a milder spot, south coast, sort of city gardens, or somewhere where, you know, where you keep your Phoenix canariensis near the house, then it'll be fine. Especially if it's a west or south-facing wall, it'll look beautiful all the year through. It's got these very rigid leaves, very drought tolerant, and then in the spring, just look at these leaves. I mean, just masses and masses of these beautiful dark red new leaves that look gorgeous for weeks.
I often recommend Photinia red robin when people are looking for, you know, evergreen hedging plants and stuff like that. Photinia is one of my sort of top recommendations, but Callistemon kind of rivals it a little bit. It's got that wonderful sort of rigid foliage, and then those gorgeous new red leaves that come through. Rooty, as you can see.
Good solid root ball there.
Good solid root ball for sure. It could be grown in a large pot or pot container, could be planted out, will cope with a little bit of minus, but might need some protection in prolonged minus.
-1, -2, it's not going to worry about. But if we're getting into -4s, -5s, then yeah, think about giving it a bit of protection.
680321 is the item number, and we do have a double up deal available. So if you are looking to create, you know, sort of a more extended hedge from it, you can get multiples of them here. £16.99 for that size. That's brilliant. OK, we're going to move on to... Oh, Suzanne says, got a lovely compliment this morning on how nice my perfume princess smell and look. I pointed them in the direction of YouGarden. Thank you, Suzanne. Much appreciated. I think we've still got some of those in stock as well. Right, we have got some aces for you. Now, we've got 3 of them, 10.5 centimetres. I love the colour mix here. They don't look like much at the moment,
They don't. And we're kind of yin and yanging because we've gone from the Callistemon that likes full sun, really well-drained soil. Acers like a nice, cool, dappled, damp shade kind of position. They look great growing with things like bluebells, aconites, snowdrops, which you've got available, hostas, ferns, all those kind of different plants. And you've got 3 different types here. You've got the emerald lace that's got those very, very fine green leaves, what Bex calls a proper acer.
A proper acer,
yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you've got the orange dream that's got the kind of beautiful kind of orangey leaves, especially when they first come out, and the atropurpureum, which is kind of more the reddish colour one as well. So you've got 3 really fantastic colours in that mix there going on. Different heights, slightly different growth habits. The emerald lace tends to grow up and then it kind of spreads outwards a little bit, sideways, a bit like a miniature willow tree kind of shape, if you like, whereas the atropurpureum is more upright, as is the orange dream. But of course the magic of acers is they never stand still when it comes to giving you colour, because quite often the foliage colour when they first emerge in the spring is different to the colour they have throughout the main part of summer, and then of course they go another colour in the autumn. I mean, the atropurpureum is already deep red, but in the autumn they go to a pinkish kind of more crazy red that you can imagine. So great little plants these to get you on your garden journey. Huge saving on these as well. I mean, goodness me, you could pay a fortune for these.
You really
so
can.
If you want to start your acer journey, go for these 3. Honestly, you're gonna love it because it's such a beautiful mix.
All right, well, they should be. I mean, our recommended retail price, £44.97, so £15 each, which is not unheard of when it comes to acers at all.
Acers are expensive.
They do tend to be quite expensive. They're difficult to propagate. They're hard to get started, which is why they come with a higher price tag. These are so easy to look after now they're, established. Such a simple plant, and to get all 3 of those for £18.67, that's, what's that, £9 and 20-something pence each. That is a really, not even that, £6 and 20-something pence each. That's a really good price for those. Nice and rooty, very healthy plants, and totally winter hardy. 510134 is the item number if you would like to go for the Japanese maple acer collection, the widest range of colours that you can get. Now, compost is something that you're all going to need. Guess who got 10 bags of this delivered just recently? 10 bags.
Good.
I'm easily going to use... I've used a bag already, and the rest is going to go into my border that I'm digging up at the moment, just to improve the soil structure and the goodness that's in there. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm extending my border, and I've got thick, heavy clay soil there, so I need to add some other stuff in. That's why I've got 10 bags of it to go in there. But yes, we are about to reach probably one of the busiest points of the year for gardening, aren't we? There's 2 points of the year where we sell the most compost, or it certainly was, and that's spring and autumn, because those are the 2 times when most people do the most gardening.
They will. I mean, I'm getting jittery at the moment because I'm down to 3 bags, so I'm going to get loads more bags in because, as Beck said, any time now we're going to start to think about sowing our seeds, vegetable seeds, flower seeds. We're going to be ordering plug plants. I mean, some of the plugs we send out, you need to grow on. So you'll need compost to grow those on in the little 9-centimetre pots. You might be thinking of transplanting some things and dividing things. So you want to incorporate some of this into the soil when you replant those plants. Perhaps you're getting hold of the bare root. You want to add lots of organic material to the soil around the bare roots. Or in another month or so's time, you might want to repot your houseplants. Whatever you're going to do, you want to use this compost for. It's peat reduced, it's got a wetting agent, which means it hydrates very, very quickly. You've got that slow release fertiliser that will feed your plants for up to 6 months. It's nice and pH balanced, so it's not too acid, it's not too alkaline, and it will come to you in 2 40-litre bags, delivered to your door in a cardboard box. No hassle, no lifting, no driving off to the garden centre, no wet, slimy bags that make all the back of your car all horrible and wet. And the boxes even are 80% recycled material, and they're 100% recyclable. So there you go. We thought about all of it.
My husband had to do a quick trip to the recycling centre the other day because I'd had so many YouGarden boxes that it wouldn't fit in the bin. So he was like, "I'll take these."
Oh, well, we're quite, because where we live, the dustmen are really good. If you have got loads of boxes left over, providing you put them on the floor and put the bin on top, they will take them.
Yeah, they won't do it for me. Anyway, that's what husbands are for. 100064 is the item number if you'd like to go for that. It's the Premium Professional Compost, 2 40-litre bags included, delivered direct to your door, no hassle. Just the best plants you could possibly get from planting it in the best compost. Let's bring you back over to the favourites table. I mean, we definitely got it right with the Dahlia dinner plates, didn't we? Which aren't actually on the favourites table, but we talked about them over here, so it counts. Right, we're going to the Rambling Rector to start with, and this is the Rambling Climbing Rose that needs a bit of space.
Yeah, this gets whoppy big. I mean, this can get like 7 metres. 7 metres, 25 foot tall, hundreds, if not thousands, of beautiful flowers, excuse me, for week after week after week. Really sweet, fragrant smelling, loved by the pollinating insects, right on cue. This is a rose to cover a huge space. So if you want to cover a really big wall, a long fence, do you want to grow this up through a cherry tree or another big tree in the garden? This is the rose you want to go for. This is big, it's bold, it's fragrant, it's spectacular, it's tough, it's hardy, it's dramatic, and it'll be a talking point.
540330, the item number, £5 saving. It's a bare root, so you've got up until end of March, early April, obviously, to plant your bare roots. Plenty of time left, but of course you do get the best value for money by buying bare root plants. £12.74 is your discounted club price, and that's your delivered price if that's all you're buying today.
And just bury the knuckle 2 inches below the soil level.
Moving on, next up we've got the English bluebells for you. These are the native bluebells, but these are the in the green.
They are. Now, we bring you in the green bulbs with certain things like snowdrops, aconites and bluebells, for instance, because they do not react very well to being sold as dried bulbs, because where they grow naturally, they're used to being in moist, damp, retentive soil all the way through the year. So if you lift them up as bulbs, leave them in packets for a long time, they dry out and they're really reluctant to grow back from bulbs. So we bring them to you in the green, which basically means they've been lifted, sometimes just before they're about to flower, which is in the case of our ones today, or just after flowering. And because they're at that point, and it's still early in the year, you get them home, you replant them, you give them a good drink, and there's a good chance that these will even flower for you this year, because the flowers would have already been formed in these bulbs. They like, well, you know where bluebells grow, they love that kind of damp, woodlandy kind of place, but they will grow in sunnier positions, providing the actual area where the bulbs are gets shaded during the summer. So, for instance, if you go to places like Dartmoor and Exmoor and places like that, you can see huge, great big areas of bluebells, but it's really open and sunny there. But in the summer, all the bracken comes up and it hides the bulbs from the sun.
Right.
And that's why they thrive still. In a woodland, obviously, they're hidden by the canopy of the trees. So create that kind of look. But also, we've got the aconites in the green for you as well, and we've got the snowdrops in the green. And these aconites, Bex mentioned the buttercup yellow. They're a member of the buttercup family. These will spread, they'll divide, they're flowering right now. They flower at the same time as snowdrops. So if you want that beautiful mix of yellow and white in your garden, growing under trees, beds and borders, pots and containers, you can create that. You can get these home. In fact, the aconites I was looking at, some of them even got little flowers on them. So right away from this year, you could get them to flower year one. But of course, once they're established, if you plant them in that moisture retentive position, they'll divide through seed and through extra bulbs. They'll form great little colonies, like you can see these beautiful snowdrops, that you can lift and divide yourself in the green as time goes by. And these are the first harbingers of spring. These are the flowers that are really going to lift your heart. They're going to push away those winter blues, and they're just going to give you enthusiasm and joy and that rush of excitement as we look forward to spring.
630010 for your snowdrops. If you want to have a look at everything that we have got on the show, just go to yougarden.com, look for the Live Now button, either top right of the screen or it's in the menu, and go in there. You'll be able to scroll down and have a look at absolutely everything that will have the free postage attached to it, but that's as long as you enter this week's show code, which is, or offer code I should say, YGTV0526. Next up, we've got the Begonias apricot shades for you. Now, Begonia apricot shades, always one of the most popular begonias that we bring you. I mean, we've got lots of different varieties of begonia, but we always start with this one because people love it.
They do. If this variety of apricot shades or this variety of begonia was poo, nobody'd buy it, would they? It would never be popular because it is such a fantastic variety that does so well year after year after year for so many people. This is why we keep bringing it back. My brother will not go without a year without growing these in his garden. And he sends me pictures, and he has these great big cascading hanging baskets of orange, tangerines, yellows. They even deadhead themselves, so you don't have to bother deadheading. The leaves are fabulous as well. They're kind of an asymmetrical, triangular shape, beautiful notched edges to them. They even have red stems and beautiful kind of veinal kind of decoration through the leaf as well. So if you're looking for something that will flower for 4 or 5 months, from midsummer right up until the frosts, that you can bring back year after year if you want to as well. Don't need to deadhead. And even in a wet summer, they'll look good. In a hot, dry summer, they'll look good. And even on a dull day, it's almost like they're emitting their own light source. They just brighten up the garden any time of year.
So true, honestly.
In the summer.
My grandma's garden was filled with begonia apricot shades. I had no idea what they were at the time, but now I remember, and it was gorgeous. 630201, the item number, £16.97 for 30 tubers, but it is a buy one, get one half price. Matt's added this into his basket, so currently he is paying £26.96 for, what's that, for 30 tubers. That's the delivered price. Let's have a look what happens when we enter the code. Ooh, knocks off delivery, brings the price down to £19.97. But if we buy 2 lots, look what happens. Love it. Less than £30 and you're getting 60 tubers. That's 50p per tuber.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
50p a tuber?
Yeah, and that's another reason as well to get yourself some of the compost as well, because you can get those home, you can start them off in this compost like Bexy's doing now, and you know, grow them on really nicely, and then as soon as the risk of frost has gone, you can get them outside and get these displays. But or ignore all of that, go to a garden centre, buy them grown on in pots in May and pay perhaps £2 or £3 per plant, if not more.
At least, yeah, absolutely. Honestly, so it's easy. The tubers will take a little bit of time. Be patient. Just a little bit of water, sunny spot, keep them frost-free. Be patient. You'll start seeing those shoots come in.
Do you soak yours overnight before you plant them? Or, no, you just put them straight in?
I put them straight in the compost, and a nice moist compost, and then just a little bit of water. I don't think they like to be too wet.
No, if they're too wet too long, they rot off,
don't like
they?
it, do they? Yeah. All right, give it a go. Go on. 630201 is the item number for the apricot shades. We've got dazzling dahlias for you next. Boogie Woogie and Garden Show. I
like Boogie Woogie. That's a nice name. And these are beautiful. I mean, look at these. They're very different. They almost look like chrysanthemum flowers, really. But you've got the bicoloured flowers there. You've got the different centres, different, unusual, interesting, sort of about 50, 60 centimetres tall. Month after month of flowers on these. You can cut them as cut flowers once they've opened, because they don't normally open from bud if you cut them in tight bud. Of course, the more you pick, the more you encourage them to flower. Deadhead them regularly, feed them, and just enjoy a huge long period of stunning colour on these. Lift them in the autumn if you've got really bad kind of frost-ridden waterlogged soil in the winter. Just store them somewhere frost-free for the winter. But if you've got really well-drained soil, you can leave them in. Just put some strolch over the top and they'll come back year after year from being left in the ground.
First year I left mine in pots and moved the pots into the conservatory. Second year I dug them up out of the pots and stored them frost-free. Both systems work. I'm not one for leaving them in the ground. In fact, I don't plant them in the ground because I've just got that thick, heavy clay soil, so mine always go in pots. They would not survive there. But certainly, I mean, they'd survive in your garden because you've got that lovely...
I do. I've got that beautiful sandy soil.
I'm so jealous of it. I know it washes all the nutrients away, but it's so easy to dig.
Well, I mean, the other week I got home from work, my garden was flooded, but within an hour the water
Gone.
had just gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
just all disappeared.
So jealous. Right, the most popular item that we have got on the show today is the Dahlia dinner plates. This is a pack of 5 tubers that you're getting included in here, but these are dahlias that can get big.
Yeah, I mean, these are going to knock your socks off. I mean, these are dramatic, they're colourful, they're stunning, they're beautiful. Again, if you want big bouquets of cut flowers from these, you can do it with these. And look at the colour mix. I mean, I love that yellow one at the top there. It's got the little white frosting on the end of the petals, but then you've got that beautiful deep pink one in the middle. Just imagine a border of these. That's all you're going to need. If you've moved into a new garden, if you've cleared a border, if you've created a new border like Bex has, and you want something that's going to fill a big space very quickly.
Oh yeah, dahlia's a good choice.
Flower for a long time.
Absolutely.
Just get these. You might be midway through changing your garden from one kind of style to another, and you might be thinking, you know what, I'm not going to get round to doing all that this year, but I don't want to be looking at all those bare borders. Get yourself, some packs of these. You can do the buy one get one free half price offer. Plant these, not now, but start them off indoors. Get them growing. Once the risk of frost has gone, plant them out, and probably as you move into the second half of summer, they'll start flowering and they'll go all the way through until the first frost stops them flowering.
Here we go, we've got the Dahlia dinner plates in the basket. Let's add a second one in and see what happens. Oh, look at that, £5. I can't believe the price of that. That's pretty crazy, honestly. I mean, £15 for 10 Dahlia tubers. Each one of those plants, by the way, will reach about 90 centimetres in height.
And about that wide as well.
Yeah, they'll go 50, 60 centimetres quite happily. And the great thing is the tubers get bigger over the years. I can't believe, let's say they start this size. Mine have gone to this size in 2 years.
And
like,
you can split those up
huge,
if you want to into 3 or 4 other separate plants.
I haven't got space, Adam. I need a bigger garden.
Dig up more lawn. That's what you've got to do. But of course, you could add the boogie woogie mix in there as well if you wanted that, and get one of them half price.
All right, Dahlia dinner plates mix 630319. You will get 5 of those tubers included in there. We're sticking on the sort of giant theme for you. Next up, we have got the skyscraper lily collection, and these are big flowers, but also tall flowers. Yeah,
they're called skyscraper because these get super tall. These can get up to a couple of metres tall. You can see that lady standing underneath these. We've got the bright yellow one there. I thought that was Moonlight, the yellow one.
It is, yes.
Yeah, this is Candy Club, which is a beautiful name for that as well. But the fragrance on these is absolutely amazing.
This one's Shine On.
Shine On. Sometimes that can be a little bit more orangey than that sometimes. But
I think it's the picture because it's got a bit more of an amber colour to it,
yeah, that's right. And you've got Palazzo, which is this deep lipstick kind of pink. But all of these get tall. I planted my first skyscraper lilies last year. Year 1, they got up to hip height on me. I think this year they're going to get to chest height on me. And I kid you not, from when the first bud opened and showed colour to when the last petal dropped off of them, because I planted 15, was about 6 weeks.
Wow.
And in between, I had colour, I had the most mind-blowing fragrance, day in, day out. It brought in a whole host of wonderful pollinators. They didn't need staking, and they just made me smile. In fact, they made me giggle. I used to come home from work, walk down into the garden. The fragrance got to me before I even got to where the lilies were. And I used to stand, I used to say, you are just so damn gorgeous. Aww. You really are. You're flipping beautiful. And they are really spectacular. Of course, we've got the other lilies for you as well. Is it the dinner plate ones? The dinner plate lilies we've got?
Yeah, we have.
So, again, you could add those in, get those, I don't know which one they'll give you half price for, but if you mix and match, you'll get one set for half price. And the dinner plate ones are nice as well because they're not quite as tall. So you could create that double staggered border of lilies. Just think what that would be like. I mean, if you love lilies, get both packs, and you're just going to have that month and month of colour, fragrance, glamour, pollinating insects, and all of these can be grown in large pots and containers as well. Just a couple of quick things. Lilies like their feet in nice kind of, or their bulbs in nice cool kind of moisture retentive soil, and they like their flowers up in the sun. So if you imagine when you go on holiday and you're dangling your feet in the swimming pool and the top part of you is in the sun, that's kind of what your lily's like.
Pot pots, containers, borders, not a problem. They'll come back for you year after year, and they're going to get bigger and better as the years go on as well. 650154 for your dinner plate lilies. Do remember that a lot of what we've just shown you is on the buy one get one half price, so please mix and match, buy in even numbers, because that's where you're going to get the best savings and the most plants in your garden. Right, we're going to give you a quick reminder of some of the items. We've still got a whole table of things to show you. We've got the Freesias collection for you here. These are the wonderfully fragrant flowers. Some are flowery. You've got the 50 single and the 50 double flowers included there. Buy one get one half price, but it's mix and match, so you don't have to get 2 packs of the same. You can get 2 different packs if you want to. Of course, you can get 2 of the same if you like. Tigridios for you. These are the wonderful Aztec lilies. I mean, these are a bit unique, a bit unusual. The flowers open in the morning, they fade in the evening, but they give you multiple flowers. So this is going to make them very special. The speckling and marking you're getting inside those flowers is amazing as well. 630222, the item number, 25 of those bulbs included. Nerenes have to go into your basket. Come on. These are so pretty. I am growing them this year. I placed my order. They are being processed and going to get delivered soon. Cannot wait for those. Late summer, in fact autumn, aren't they, these flower? 630211 is the item number for 10 of those beautiful bulbs. Next up we have got the flame lily, something I've been growing for the last couple of years. This is Dingo's that he's got growing in his barn, but just a beautiful, another really sort of exotic tropical looking plant. It does need a bit of care, as in it's not winter hardy, so do give it some winter protection, but get these started. They can be slow to get started. Plant them horizontally. You'll see they look like a cigar shape. Plant them horizontally, keeping them frost free, a little bit of water, and you will soon start seeing those shoots coming through. 630075, and then they are perennial. You can get them to come back as well with winter protection. 3 of those tubers, by the way, I put all 3 into a tower pot, and they're living in there perfectly. I'll be going into my 3rd year with them now. Right, we've got one more table to show you. 20 minutes left. We've managed to get, I think we've caught up with the time that we lost, basically, by starting late, so I think we're doing all right. We have got the beautiful geranium collection for you, and I've said this a few times, if I was to recommend a plant to somebody that's, well, actually to a brand new gardener, but to an existing gardener, I would be recommending geraniums. Long flowering, low care.
That's it. They're tough. They're resilient. They're not prima donnas. They don't need lots and lots of attention. And these ones are cranesbill type and nice as well because they're compact. They will do very well on rockeries, beds and borders, pots, troughs, containers. You could even, if you wanted to experiment with these in an easy fill hanging basket and create a ball of geranium flower in a hanging basket.
Yeah, I think so.
They come back year after year. They don't care how cold it gets in the winter time. Just a couple of things I ask of you. They do like a sunny position and a reasonably well-drained soil, but other than that, they are easy, and there's nothing to do with them during the summer. You don't need to deadhead them. You don't even really need to feed them much either. Once they're established, they'll die down during the winter. Sometimes they keep a kind of a little clump of leaves, a little rosette of leaves at the base. In the spring, the flower stems come back through, and for so many weeks, you're going to get this beautiful mix of lovely colours. And if you want pollinators, grow these, and I've just sort of balanced a little bare root one on top of. I'll drop it down for you can see it better. You can see the little bare root there, and already there's a little tiny shoot developing on the top. And this is a really, really great way. You can see there, just little new shoots there. Get them home, plant them so the actual crown of the plant is just above soil level. You can plant them straight in the ground if you want to, or you can grow them on in pots and containers. You know, there's not a right or a wrong, whatever suits you. Or, like we say, sometimes I feel like I'm joking, or ignore that. Go to a garden centre and pay £7-8 quid each for one of these in a 2-litre pot. You don't need to do that because honestly, growing them from bare root, you'll pretty much get the same result in 1 year as you would paying all the extra money to buy them pot grown.
I planted mine the other day. I'm starting them off in pots because I just don't know where I'm planting them yet because I'm digging up some borders. 580005 is the item number. You're going to get 5 bare roots included. That is a double up deal though, so if you want to get 10 of them, well worth it. Ultimately, eventually, those will reach about 40 centimetres height, 50 centimetres spread. Not first year, you'll get flowers, you'll get amazing flowers first year, but I'd say by year 2, that's when they start getting to that full size, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Right, so £8.49 if you want to go for 5 of the delphinium mix for you. We've got the bare roots included here. Now, think about Chelsea Flower Show, Adam. Think about all of that in the tent. You know, when you walk around in the tent and you see that amazing display of delphiniums.
Yeah, those delphiniums, they blow my mind.
Look so good, don't they?
And the colour ranges these days, I mean, anything from pinks to reds to purples to blues to whites.
We can get it in our garden.
Yeah, we can. You can grow them like that. Look at this beautiful bicoloured one with the lovely soft blue, the white centre in the middle there. They're called delphinium because I think delph is Greek for dolphin. And people say you can see a shape of a dolphin in the middle of the flower. I've never seen it myself.
Right.
But that's where the name originates from.
Right, I'm going to be looking at delphinium slightly differently in future.
But you can get these huge, great big towering flower spikes. You can use them as cut flowers. They come back year after year. They just need an open, sunny position, moisture-retentive soil, and plant them where they're not competing with other plants. They like to be standalone.
They don't like their roots to be restricted, do they? 580103 if you want to go for your bare roots. We've also got other bare roots for you, which are the Oriental poppies. 3 bare roots included in here. Lovely mix of colour. And the great thing with Oriental poppies is that you can get, several weeks out of flowering. You can get like 6 weeks worth of flowering from these, can't you? And
then when they're finished flowering the first time, trim them down, give them a good drink and a feed. Chances are they'll regrow for you and give you some more flowering later in the year. But these are tough, these are hardy, they have thumping great big roots, and they're one of the most drought-tolerant perennials you can grow. And they will grow on the most appalling, awful soils as well. Really sandy, dry, gritty, gravelly, stony soils. They are really, really very tough and adaptable, but they reward you for week after week with these stunning, huge poppy flowers. 3 gorgeous plants there, particularly if you're trying to create a country cottage garden. They all, particularly the poppies, you have to have those. 580063 is your item number, 849 for 3 of those bare roots included. Right, carrying on with bare roots, we have got the Old English Shrub Rose collection. 5 bare root roses for £16.96. Beautiful as well. All in here. They're actually budding up already. You can see buds on the side of the stems there. Get them home, soak them overnight, bury the little knuckly bit or the union about 1 inch to 2 inches below the final soil level. All of these will flower for you in 2026. No doubt, so whatever. They're all labelled. They've got a little tiny colour tag on so you know exactly which colour is which. Only get to about 90 centimetres tall. Most of them have got fragrance as well. They repeat flower for you for month after month after month. Disease resistant, and they're all compact enough to grow in pots or containers, but of course you can grow them in the ground. But I mean, goodness me, £16.96 for 5 roses. You could go to a garden centre in May or June, buy these grown on in pots and pay £25 per plant. At least. You could be paying £125 for these 5 varieties potted on in the summer, or you could get them that discount club price of £16.96, and if you've got a £5 voucher, you could even get them a crazy, mad, ridiculous price of £11.96. So take advantage. Get yourself 2 or 3 packs of these. If you love roses and you really want to kind of increase your flower area, you want cut flowers, you want fragrance, you want colour, you want drama. These are amazing. They're only going to be here for probably another 6 to 8 weeks, and then the bare root season's over. It is 530022, the item number if you'd like to go for the Old English Shrub Rose collection. 5 of those bare roots for £16.96. Now, guess what's coming up soon? Christmas. Your birthday? Oh yeah. Never to talk about that. It's coming, though, isn't it? It is, yeah. When is it, 18th? 18th of February. I'm 48. Nearly 50. That was the birthday I just had. Right, no, it's Valentine's Day is coming up. If you want to get something special for somebody that you love, we've got a selection of roses for you. Now, these are the potted roses. This one is called Unconditional Love. Oh, is that what you have for me? Always. Oh, that's for you as well. I love you. Oh, I'm going to be sick. It's a lovely rose, though, isn't it? I mean, look at this amber kind of yellow, orange flower on this. This has got a medium fragrance to it. It's got very healthy-looking foliage. And all of the roses we're going to mention, we're going to run through about 2 or 3 for you. They all get to only about 90 centimetres tall. They're repeat flowering, so from probably late May even through to November these days, even December. Some people are reporting roses flowering. My Arcibel constantly flowers, honestly, it's insane. Yeah, well, because things are warming up, aren't they? So you can have this stunning, gorgeous coloured rose flowering for a long, long time, bringing in the pollinators, and of course it will come back year after year for many, many years. And unlike a bunch of flowers that's gone in 10 days, a couple of weeks, this could be with your loved one for 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah. I was going to say something really morbid then. Rose Unconditional Love, 780014 is the item number. We've got a few other love-themed roses for you. We've got All My Loving, which is a hybrid tea rose.
Yeah, and that is your classic Valentine's Day rose. If you think about those nice long straight stems with a perfectly formed large flower on top, this is what this rose will do. This is how it produces its flowers. It will repeat flower as well, though. Fragrance on this one as well. Super double petals, good disease resistance, and compact enough to grow in a large container or, of course, grow it in the ground.
And we've also got True Love, which is this one here. This one's a floribunda.
And that's got that creamy white flower. So floribundas give you those clusters of smaller flowers, but they make up for it by giving you lots of them on the end of each stem. This also will repeat flower for you all the way through to autumn. Again, all compact. You can get this in a pot or a container, cut flowers as well, will bring in the pollinators, and has very healthy, glossy, dark green foliage.
That's a potted plant, and as a club member, you'll get that for £15.29. Our prices are really good, honestly, and it's from Harkness. I don't need to tell you, I don't think about Harkness roses, do I? They are, you know, multi-award winning, been in business since 1879 when they first started, and they're still...
I remember going to their opening.
I was just about to make that joke. And they are still a family-run business to this day. So if you are looking for... Do you know what? If you're looking for Valentine's gifts, then great, these roses would be amazing. Did you do the opening ceremony?
Yeah, I cut the ribbon.
Yeah. But these are just stunning roses. So even if you're just looking for a beautiful rose, it doesn't matter the name, does it? Right, 780014 is the item number if you would like to go for those. Now, for those of you that know our amazing pack of spring flowering bulbs, we've got the summer flowering bulbs for you now. 300 bulbs included in here in 7 different varieties. So if you mix in with your spring flowering bulbs with your summer flowering bulbs, we've got colour for you nearly all the way through the year.
Pretty much, other than December, yeah, I think we've pretty much covered it.
Covered it all, haven't we?
Yeah, but a beautiful mix in here. We've got Liatris, for example, which is a nice sort of
these.
tall purple ones at the back there, or gay feather is their common name. Gladiolis, they're one of your late summer flowering ones. In fact, they will probably flower almost the same time as the Nerines. We've got Accidentia, or Abyssinian lily, your Freesias. Are we doing double and single? Or is it just... not sure.
I'll have a look.
But you've got Allium molly there, which is only about 12 inches tall. And then another allium. We've got
double Freesias.
Oh, double. So you've got your double Freesias. There's your Liatris. And they're quite weird because they flower from the top down. And there's Broadier, which are a lovely mix of colours. You've got the light, the dark, the Gladies again there. I think there's a few more in this mix as well.
Well, there's 7 different varieties that you're getting included. So we have got, it's the Tritlia that we're getting, the Freesias, we've got the Gladiolis, we've got the Accidenthra, we've got the Liatris spicata, Oxalis, we've got the Oxalis Iron Cross
which
included.
Are lovely.
And we've got Allium Molly in there as well. So there's a few different varieties. We are covering so many months worth of flowering, and now, perfect time to get them planted, right?
Definitely, and it's a beautiful mix. Sometimes I talk about bulbs being a lazy mix, where they put really kind of naff bulbs in and they give you a mass of one bulb and not another. You've got some really unusual, different, interesting bulbs in here that can give you that huge long period of flowering colour. They're hardy, they'll come back year after year. If you plant them in the right situation in the garden, all of them can be grown in pots and containers, and some of them will make beautiful cut flowers as well.
Okay, so 630130 is your item number. We do have a double up deal available on that. So if you do want to go for 600 bulbs, and you might think, hang on a minute, 600 bulbs is mental. I don't need to. But actually, when you think about where you're going to plant them and the sort of sizes they're going to reach, I think, you know, most gardens could easily fit 600 bulbs in.
Also, Bex, with those as well, if you got the 600, for instance, you could put some of the Gladiolis in your allotment or kitchen garden, have them as cut flowers, and have the other ones to enjoy, you know, in situ.
And actually, if you don't want them, you could maybe go in with a friend, couldn't you? Just thinking about you both trying to get the best value out of it. But of course, you can just go for one pack if you want to. £12.74 would be your discount club price for one of those packs. But double up is available. By the way, on double up deals, you have to put 2 in your basket. We won't automatically do that. The system doesn't recognise that. So if you want the double up deal, put 2 lots into your basket. It's strawberry season.
It is.
Yes, we have finally got the strawberries in the
We're
potting
there.
shed.
Soon be Wimbledon.
Yeah, soon will be. We are starting off with we're starting off with colossus. Apologies, it's the strawberry colossus plug plants that we've got for you. And these are the strawberries that are going to get massive. I'm going to try these this year. I've always grown the other variety, the Everbearer, Sweet Summer, but I'm going to go for this one this year.
Yeah, but the word you slipped in at the beginning there is definitely applicable to these because you said sweet, and that's the great thing about these. You know, you might think, yeah, great big strawberries like that, they're going to be really kind of hard in the middle. They're not going to be very sweet.
Yeah, a lot of the time when you get a big strawberry and you cut it through the middle, it's white in the middle and it's not got much flavour. That's not the case with these,
No,
is
they
it?
can be kind of, I'm going to say it, they can be all fur coat and no knickers. But I mean, but these ones, these really, really do perform. I mean, you get great big fruit that ripen all the way through and are really sweet and really, really juicy. And they're kind of about a midsummer producing variety, this one. But, as I say, the great thing about them is sometimes you get big fruit on certain things and they look good, but they don't taste nice. These do both.
Yeah. Love it, honestly. Now, strawberry plug, they last about 5 years, don't they? But it's years two and 3, that's where you get the best strawberry production. You should absolutely get fruits in the first year, but you'll get even more year 2, even more year 3. When they produce runners, take the runners, pot them up, create new strawberry plants for later.
Yeah, just keep renewing your crop from year to year. But yeah, if you want big, bold, sweet, juicy, easy to grow strawberries, go for colossus because they give you size, but also they give you sweetness. And we all know sometimes with big vegetables or fruit, they can go woody, they can look good but not taste good. These always taste beautiful. 6
jumbo plugs there, but you're actually going to get 12 of those, and they can be planted pretty much anywhere. As long as it's in a sunny spot, they'll go anywhere. 320074, the item number. Maybe get yourself some strolch as well to go with those. £11.03 is the price, which is less than £1 per plug plant there. Let's give you a little reminder of some of the items that you have seen as we go into the last 5 minutes. We've got the anemones, 75 bulbs, buy one, get one half price. Gorgeous poppy-like flowers, but without the size that poppies get to. So if you don't want the big sort of poppy-like looking flowers, get these ones instead. 600319 is your item number if you would like to go for 75 of those bulbs. It is buy one, get one half price, but you can mix and match. So if you want 2 packs of anemones, great, but if you want 1 of anemones and maybe a pack of, I don't know, snowdrops, you can mix and match and get 1 of those for half price. 630010 for your in the greens, which means that these aren't dried bulbs. These are plants that have been lifted out of the ground. There is only a few weeks where we can get hold of in the green, and the importance here is that they will establish.
Really
Thank you, Adam. Yeah, they'll establish much quicker and better than a dry bulb would. 630010. We've also got bluebells in the green as well, so 25 of those available. Again, on the buy one get one half price. I absolutely adore bluebells. They spread really nicely. They flower beautifully. They've got the lovely colour as well. Remember how rare blue is as a colour in the garden, and of course with bluebells you have that. 630011. And then we've got the aconites, which would be flowering at a similar time to your snowdrops, really low-growing, bright yellow flowers that you get on these. Again, available in the green, and these will spread about your garden for you too. All 3 of those, by the way, like the slightly more sheltered, shaded, moist spots in the garden. 630012 for that one. And then we've got the Gloriosa Flame Lily, 3 of these tubers if you want exotic, if you want, outstanding, if you want an eye-catching plant, then Flame Lily really is that. Grow it where it can climb up something and also give it winter protection, but get it started now because it will take a little bit of time for those shoots to start appearing. But I got flowers first year, I got them second year, and I'm going into my 3rd year with them. I'm very excited. 630075 is the item number if you'd like to go for those. We've got the Begonia apricot shades. This is 30 tubers. Each one of those tubers ultimately will grow to about 30 by 30 centimetres. So if you want 2 absolutely amazing hanging baskets, if you've got the big easy fills, brilliant. Oh my word, the display you'll get from those is incredible. The wonderful thing about begonias is that well, there's lots, but the main thing is they don't need to be in the full sun position. Unlike a lot of your summer flowers that do need full sun, this can actually grow really beautifully in the part shady spots as well. Buy one, get one half price if you do want to, like, you know, mix and match with any of these other items, like the nerines. So this one will go for you, or it'll flower for you as we go into autumn. So, I mean, real sort of summer-looking, tropical, almost-looking flowers, but actually flowering much later on in the season in autumn time. Sunny spot, pots, containers, ground, no problem. These are those, I always think they look a little bit like agapanthus, and if you love the look and feel of agapanthus in your garden, you're definitely going to really enjoy these. Nice strong stems, a kind of firework explosion of leaves, no, petals up at the top there, and you're going to get 10 of those bulbs in that beautiful mix of pinks. 630211 is your item number. Tigridia, this is the Aztec lily mix. Unusual these because they sort of open during the daytime and fade in the evening time, but they give you multiple flower stems and you get several weeks worth of flowers out of these in summertime. 630222, the item number. If you do want them to come back, you will need to give them some protection, but most people do plant these every single year. If you love them, you'll buy new every year. £8.49 is the price, 25 of those bulbs included. Don't forget to build your basket, make the most of these amazing prices. Honestly, it's a stonking show with all of these deals that we've got for you. We've got buy one, get one half price. We've got double up deals. We've got savings left, right and centre as well. I really feel like the seasons are just about to change, and you can feel that with what's been brought into the potting shed this week. The Freesias collection is available on that buy one, get one half price as well. 50 single flowers and 50 double flowers in a beautiful mix of colour, and we love Freesias for the fragrance that they give you. £12.73 is your discount club price. We've got the dinner plate dahlias for you. 5 of those tubers. You could get buy one, get one half price here as well, which means that if this is on your half price, it's £5, which is £1 a tuber, which is just crazy. Dinner plate dahlias get nice and big, so we are talking, you know, like 8 inches across. They are amazing, beautiful rainbow of colour that we're talking about here, and they're going to reach about, I mean, somewhere between 60 and 90 centimetres in height. Very easy to grow, long flowering as well. Pollinators really enjoy dahlias. 630396 if you want to go for the dazzling dahlia collection. This is the one where you've got the boogie woogie, and I can't remember what the name of the other one is. It's called Garden Show. That's it, boogie woogie and garden show you're getting included in there. 4 of those tubers. Again, same care as your other dahlias. Just don't, just give them winter protection basically. So start them now. I mean, I normally start mine. I normally put them in from the end of February, but there's no reason you couldn't get them started now. As long as you're keeping them frost-free, you'll get a bit of a head start, absolutely. 630396 is the item number. We've got the ranunculus. Oh, these are always really popular. Look at the layer upon layer of petal that you've got there. They are really gorgeous flowers. 75 of those bulbs included. I've completely forgotten when ranunculus flower.
Springtime.
Is it spring?
Yeah, very early spring, actually.
Early spring, there we go. All right, 630389 is the item number if you want to go for those. £8.49 is the price on that one. We've got the dinner plate lilies for you. So these are still big lilies, as in the flowers will be huge, but they don't get tall like the skyscraper ones. They'll still get to probably 80, 90 centimetres, but we're not talking about, you know, 6 feet, which is ultimately what the other ones can get to. Bold, bright, beautiful colours, and a real bold fragrance you get from your lilies too. 650154, 15 of those bulbs included in there. And then the final one we're going to show you is the skyscraper lilies. So again, you'll get big flowers from these, but on tall stems. 4 feet the first year. In fact, mine got to shoulder height the first year, but second year they can be 6 feet, 2 metres even. And look how many flowers you get per stem as well. Once they're established, you can get multiple flowers on each one of those stems. Wonderful fragrance, and of course you can cut them and bring them indoors too if you want to. 650159 is your item number for your skyscraper lily collection. Please go and have a look on YouGarden.com because we've got so many items and we've got so many of them which are on the buy one get one half price deals as well, plus double up deals and savings. That's it, we're done. We're so sorry we weren't with you from 2 o'clock. We had the gremlins in the potting shed, but they did get fixed, so we were 20 minutes late. But I think we made up for it, didn't we?
I think so, yeah, it was a whirlwind.
It was a bit of a whirlwind.
It was good.
Sorry if it was quick, apologies. Tom Green, thank you so much for the super like. That's very kind of you. Much appreciated. Mauricio's going to get the strawberries. Lovely selection of plants. Well done, YouGarden. Thank you very, very much. If you've just tuned in and we're now saying goodbye, you can go back and you can watch it. It's not a problem. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and it'll be on our website as well. We'll be back next Thursday. Are you in next Thursday?
I am, yes.
Are
yes,
you?
indeed, I believe. Yes,
Lovely.
definitely.
All right, we'll see you very soon. Enjoy your gardening. Enjoy the rest of your day. And come and join me on TikTok from 5 o'clock this afternoon. Mwah!
Bye.